I'm down the beach again. Again, hoping for a specimen fish. I'll probably just doom myself to catching loads of dogfish tonight now. I've got two rods out at the moment. I've got one with a big bait on, just try and get an early conger eel maybe. And the other one, I've just got out fishing with a 3-hook rig for flatties, just in the hope of picking up a nice place. And whilst I'm tackling up, I have got quite a good bite on this left-hand rod, the worm rod. Could be whiting. Of course, now I'm filming, it's stopped. But I'll turn the camera around, you can have a look. Another beautiful evening. Yeah, definitely stop the bite now. Now I'll put the camera on it. Oh, there's still something there. Oh yeah, look. Something going there. Oh yeah, ooh. Better wind into that, hadn't I? Now, I haven't had a chance to set my cameras up, so I've literally got this in my hand. I'm gonna have to put this down, and I will film whatever I wind in on. It's definitely going, isn't it? Okay, so let's wind into this and see if we've got anything on here now. There's some quite good solid tugs on it, probably just a whiting, but you never know. Any sort of a flatfish tonight will justify a dance. Whew. Dogfish. It's been quite foggy today. It obviously nearly burnt off, but now the sun has gone down. Either the fog will come back or what's going to happen. I'm coming up my other line, I think, but I don't think I'm dragging it in. I'm just running along it. Definitely a fish on here. Woohoo! Ooh. Ooh. It's a dogfish. How's it going on my line here? Work out how it is. It's over the top of that line, isn't it? No. So unclip it. Whoops, is this a portend for the evening? Are we going to get plagued with them? Oops, trying to rub his skin up the back of my hands. It's part of their defence mechanism. They do it on purpose. It's not an accidental thing when they fold over on you and then they push their skin across the back of your skin to injure you. I mean, obviously it's a way of defending itself against another fish that's attacking it, I guess. But yeah, it can give you quite a nasty graze. And they seem to bleed a lot when you get them. They don't seem to heal up. So either there's some anticoagulant or something in their skin. So let's get them back in the water. But it's not a blank. And away he goes. Goodbye, Mr. Dogfish. Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Don't want another day, night full of dogfish. Well, another splendid sky. Very strange because of the fog, but a very orange sky with a big star up there in the sky. It might be Jupiter or it might be Venus, I don't know. I'll have to have a look on the old sky splotter thing in a minute. Yeah. So let's find in that near rod, see if there is a fish on there. If that's shining at the rods or not. I think it is. Oh no, middle rod's going. Oh, hello. Ooh. 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 That's got, both rods are going. Am I going to have a million leaves for half an hour? Something on there. Spoke too soon. I think it might have come off. Fish there. I think that is most definitely a dogfish. Yeah, I can see its eye glow. Tend to see dogfish have got very, very reflective eyes. It's obviously a dog eat dog world down there. So there we go, dogfish rolled up in a ball, a dog ball. They must have very tough mouths because quite often you don't hook them, but when you do hook them, it's really hard to get the hook out. That's it, hook out. Right, so let's get him back out into the ocean. Now, people do moan about sea anglers chucking their fish back in the sea, but if you don't chuck dogfish out a distance, they just come back on the shore, and then an hour later you find them dead on the beach. Whereas if you chuck them out a bit of a distance, they have got a chance to sort of reorientate themselves. My right hand rod's going. Huh. Going loopy. Loop-a-doopy. What are we going to do? Left hand rod's going loopy as well. Oh! You know, I think it's all dogfish. This was the rod I was going to bring in first, so let's stick with that. Because I can put a bait on this straight back out. It's gone loopy. Yeah, it's quite solid again. I think it's another dogfish. This has just got worms on it. So, I don't know if you can see this, let's bring the camera down a bit. A double header of doggies. That's two off. So let's get them back in the ocean. Oh, This is slackline me, this fish has. So I don't know what's on here. Just the dogfish broken the leg out, or it's something special. Cool, major slackline. I've got no contact with it. Now it's come off, I think. Yeah, major slackline. Bait's all chewed to hell. Don't think that was a dogfish. Should have wound it in that rod first, shouldn't I? But it's all right to say that. But benefit of hindsight, 20/20 vision and all that. But that squid has been well and truly mullered. Let's get a whole squid on this one again then. What I might do is just fish 2 rods but have the other one as a second, so that as soon as I get a bite and wind into it I cast the other rod out and then sort this rod out. That's probably more sensible, unless it calms down a bit. Something really spun me up on this, so I'm suspecting that was an eel. Right, that was a crazy few minutes. I don't know if you twigged it, but I got all 3 rods going at the same time. I wound the first 2 in. One had 2 dogfish on, second one had a dogfish on it, and then while I was winding into that, I realised the 3rd rod was completely slack-lined. So I picked the wrong rod really. I should have gone for that first, but you know, benefit of hindsight, etc. Because I think that was an eel, because it was all twisted up around itself. Bait was well and truly noshed. Yeah, it could have been a dogfish, I guess, but we are fishing here for eels, so could well have been the target species. Right, well, I've just brought in my stinger rig to check the baits, and there is the perfect live bait on there. I wish I'd left it out there now, but you know, how would you know? So we'll rebait that and get it back out again. We'll keep this one as bait for later as a dead bait maybe. But that was a perfect little pouting. I think it's a little pouting. Yeah, a little pouting. Perfect bait. I've wound in my live bait rig, and it's been winking on and off for a long time, so there's been a live bait on there. But of course, that is not the sort of live bait you want. There aren't many fish in the sea that are going to eat that, unfortunately. So I've been sitting there with a bed blocking dogfish on the end of there for quite a while. But hey, that's the problem with live baiting, is you don't know what you pick up. Yeah, but yeah, a doggy. Got another bed blocker on the end. Right, got something happening on the middle rod here. Had a real good tuggy bite just now. It is a dongle, so I don't know what that signifies with regard to the bites. We need to let it develop or what. But we'll turn the camera around and you can see what's happening. Of course, we all know what happens when I put the camera on. But this has got half a bluey fillet on it. Fishing with monofill on there, so which tends to cushion out the bites a little bit. That was quite a fierce bite, so not a lot happening at the moment. Sit back, see if something else rattles at it. Your rod, you got a bite, Neil. You can see in the background over there, but Neil's rod's going. Mine's gone quiet now, so turn the camera off, because the curse of the camera, as we all know. Put it back on again if something happens. It's hanging on. Ooh. It's a dogfish and the light's just died. But the dongle has worked and it's hooked in the corner of its mouth with a circle hook, so that's really good. Really pleased with that. So there we go. One Einer kleiner dogfish. Well, I'm getting some activity on my right hand rod, and I'm still getting the odd tug on the live bait rod, which makes me think I've probably got a dogfish on there, you know. Yeah, I had a good couple of tugs on that right hand rod. Yeah, still going. If you're seeing this or not, you'll be able to see it. Let's put some big light on. These batteries are going in these. I didn't really charge them up very well. Oh, middle rod's going now. It's all going crazy. It was a right hand rod initially, now my middle rod's going. I don't think it's the desired species, so I think it's dogfish. You keep watching those, I've got something to do. Give me a shout if you see a bite. Oh, there it goes again. Definitely going, isn't it? Well, I've got activity on two of my rods now. Two of my rods are going, so let's turn the camera around and see what's happening. I've said it 1,000 times, but we all know what happens when I put the camera on. There we go, middle rod. Let's wind into that middle rod. Something on there, isn't there? I think it's probably a dogfish, but let's give it a go. No, can't feel anything on there now. No, nothing there. Nothing there at all. Yes, it's tugging quite hard. But it's only a little bit of worm on here, so unlikely it's caught an eel. Although I did get a smooth out once on a tiny bit of worm, didn't I, thinking about it. Not that there's any smooth rounds around now. What we got? It's a dogfish. It's a lively one. Yeah, if I wanted to catch loads of dogfish, I'd be using little tiny hooks and little tiny baits, and I'd be catching hundreds of them, but I don't want to catch hundreds of dogfish. I don't really want to be catching dogfish on this, but it is what it is. Well, it's been quite quiet for a while, and the right hand rod's just been going, so might wind it in, check the bait anyway. It's been out there for quite a while now, soaking. Ever-present dogfish. Nicely hooked on the dongle though. Look, it's got a circle hook, or it's actually a chinu, in the corner of its mouth, and there's the dongle bait, which it's ejected. So it's got rid of the bait, but it's hooked itself. So it works. It works. Well, something different. A lovely little whiting. So maybe I'll swap over and put a stinger rig out. If there's little whiting like that out there. It's the size of it, it's only tiny. Oh. Something on here. There's quite a weight on here. One dogfish. Definitely one. I think that's a double header. Certainly is. Yeah, Neil. They're coming in 2 by 2 now. A double dog. Yeah. I think it's dog time. Another one. And another one. And another one. I think the dongles work perfectly. Yeah, it hooks in the corner of its mouth. Let's get him off, get it baited up, get it back out. Well, dogfish, I was only getting very light bites, but the interesting thing is that the dongles work really perfectly. So he's got the dongle in his mouth, but the hook is in the corner of his mouth. So perfect use of the dongle. So let's get that baited up, get him back in the water, and carry on fishing. Right, of course, I put the camera on and it'll stop doing it, but the right hand rod was going quite well. I mean, literally only just cast it out. Try whacking it in close, straight in the dogfish. Try whacking it out a long way, straight in the dogfish. But, oh, left hand rod's going. In fact, all my rods have been going, I think. Middle rod was going earlier on. Just leave them to soak. I think it's a dogfish again. Oh, a reasonable size one. That was on the worm bait. Doggy! Last wind in, last fish of the night. And again, the dongle has worked perfectly. Get him back. Good night, everyone.